hello, and welcome to the Cosmic Echo Tarot Experience. It's reading which connects historic cycles of frequency to the repeating cycles and the repeating tarot energy that comes to you in this lifetime. You and your life are an echo of past energy. Now, what we experience in this lifetime is not new. We think it's new. From our perspective, it's new, but they are ancient energies that carry the same resonance with them, that carry the same feelings with them, although the people and the circumstances change a little bit. So it's not an exact duplicate, although if you look at the frequency, it's an exact match. So we've been repeating these cycles through history. They now have caught up to us in this lifetime, in this incarnation. Each life is an echo of the last one. So using tarot as a tool, and I've done tarot for over 20 years, I got to be honest with you, in the 20 years I found that from my point of view, tarot predicts nothing. Zero. That's not its power. It's not its purpose. Its purpose is to emphasize the science of potential. Your potential to choose. People all the time are saying, well, I have free will, free will. No, not so much. These cycles of energy that go through time set up the playing field. Whatever situation we're in this lifetime, we may have an element of choice. But the game's already been set. The frequencies have already been set. So, tarot is the destination of this reading. Please be clear on that. Once we find the tarot energy, now we have to tell you a story. Because it's one thing just to come up with the frequency and go, oh, well, here it is, and then we dump it in your lap and walk away. It doesn't do you much good. So I use the astrology and the numerology where applicable to set up kind of a scene, a story. So that not only do you have the tarot energy, you have a purpose, you have a meaning, you have a destination. So I use astrology and historical imaging. It could be from 10 years ago, 20, 100 years ago, could be from today. Doesn't make any difference. I pick images that help convey the feeling of the tarot. And the astrology helps me to place it in time. But again, tarot is the destination. The astrology, the imagery, the numerology are the map, the GPS to getting us to that destination, which is the tarot. So to do this correctly, I have to combine all of this. So the information has to be simple, clean, powerful. No fantasy, no unicorns, no rainbows, no woo-woo. We don't have time for that. I have seen plenty of astrologers and tarot readers. We got this energy coming from planet Gazinan, and it's bazooking our Pakali. The hell are you talking about? All those people who have been talking about that, especially in the last 5 years, they haven't never hit it once, not even close. They haven't been helpful in guiding you, not even once. My goal is to create a picture with the tarot, the numerology, astrology to show you how to get there, how to recognize it when you get there to get the most out of it, to empower you. That's the whole point. That's the matrix revealed, the repeating cosmic cycles, bringing ancient frequencies into your life. It's all about your choice, your potential. John Lennon said, life is what happens while you're busy doing other things. It's true. There's a huge amount of fate in life. But we have these little moments where we can make decisions, meaningful decisions. And that's what the tarot, combined with the astrology, numerology, the imagery, that's what it's designed to help you to do, to help empower you. Knowing the repetitive energetic patterns around you enables you to use these ancient frequencies to your benefit. Again, it's cosmic GPS. Tarot gives you the destination, astrology, the imagery, the numerology gives you the map. This unique package helps you activate your spiritual kryptonite because that's what it is. You have a choice to make a decision, to use a little bit of that free will. Make sure that you're tuned into the energy to make the best choice that you can make. Now, today's tarot reading is Inspiration Hits Hard. Think of it as a message in a bottle. This was something that, God, was done long, long, long time ago. But people back 200, 300, 400 years ago would write a note on a piece of paper, put it in a bottle, cork the bottle, and toss it into, could be a lake, more likely an ocean. And they had no control over where it went. And they usually had no control over who got the message. But whoever got the message got some insight, got some information, got some communication, the message in the bottle. Well, think of that same kind of energy now here in 2026. Inspiration in 2026 is going to hit hard. Some of that will be enlightening, some of that will be frightening. It just goes with the territory. It's a very important year. So, again, inspiration hits hard. That's what the whole thing is all about. And this whole reading is about feeling frequency, the imagery. Can you picture the energy? Then we succeed. Let's go to the cosmic cycles. Let's do a quick review here. Astrology is a kind of alchemy. It's the science of cycles. Literally, what goes around comes around. There's nothing new. It's understanding these cycles, repeat time and time and time and time again, giving each life a taste of the matrix. It permits us to feel and focus on the power of the tarot, the combination of the two, the tarot, the astrology. They make each stronger, each better, gives you more power, more control over your destiny. And that's what the whole point is, to give you the big picture so that you can make a choice when you have the option of doing so. Before we move on, I just want to remind you I do have an email, tau-tarot@proton.me, tau-tarot@proton.me. Feel free to contact me. I put it out there. You can say whatever you like. You can be critical. You can be friendly. You can be silly. Doesn't make any difference. I'm reaching out. I hope you do the same. That's tau-tarot@proton.me. Alrighty, so I think we should begin the first part of this procedure, and that's the astrology. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what's going on in the heavens. Astronotes for today says lightning in a bottle. We're going back to that idea of message in a bottle. 2026 is going to be a profound year. If you're at all sensitive, you're already feeling that energy right now. You know something is coming. You may not have the exact details, but you know something is coming. They're pushing much harder on this digital ID stuff. They're setting us up for a breaking of the banking empire so that they can put this digital ID in place. If they do that, we're effed. Okay, I can't say that clearly enough. If you do not resist the digital ID, and it's not going to be easy, they're going to put pressure on. You saw what they did when they were doing this fake COVID thing. They're going to do 10 times that, 100 times that. They have to have this. This is the final piece. Right now, in your life, let's say you go to the doctor and you get some little procedure done of one kind or another. Well, the information goes to the insurance company. The insurance company sends it to the health people in Washington. It goes through a chain. The digital ID doesn't do that. Digital ID, whatever the information is, goes to one spot only. They don't spread it out. They have more control. They got their hands around your balls and they're squeezing. And they will. So 2026 is going to be a year where this stuff really comes to light. In fact, I mentioned yesterday, and I want to do it again. Remember they said that you would have nothing and be happy? A lot of people are fully aware that buying a car right now, truck, regular car, what doesn't make any difference. Any kind of a motorized vehicle, it's a pain in the ass and getting tougher each and every day. Very expensive to purchase, very expensive to maintain. We now know clearly without doubt that they're built to fail. They're using plastic parts so that cars and trucks fail. And when they fail, the expenses to repair them are monumental. Everything about a car is a fake and a fraud. Wow, what a surprise. In fact, Europeans, and I think some of the now Americans are beginning to adopt, car makers, in order to utilize your vehicle, you have to sign up. You know, just like you do for cable, you got to have a monthly fee. Well, that's what you're going to do. No, I'm not talking lease. I'm talking you got the lease, or you purchased your car through a bank and you're making your payments. No, that's separate. This is a whole different idea that the car makers are using now to squeeze more money out of you. You have to also sign up for their monthly access fee. Yeah, I know you're paying your lease and you're paying all that shit. You're fine. You're doing what you agreed to do and what you know has to be done. This is extra. Because now, and this is why they're pushing for electric vehicles. That's why I would never own one. If I were to have a vehicle again, I would go back to the early 2000s or into the 1990s. Wouldn't I want the old technology because they can't F with it. They can't access it. Today they can. So, you're making your lease payment, you're making your bank payment, everything is copacetic. You're taking care of your business. But now the car maker says, well, you got to pay us a monthly fee to access your vehicle. Otherwise, we'll lock it down. Doors will lock. We'll use, electric algorithm, lock it down. You can't get into your car. Your car is a brick. Yeah, but I pay my bills. I'm paying my lease. Does that make any difference? You won't be able to use your heated seats. You won't be able to use your radio. Well, and again, they could just lock you out of the damn car, and that's it. You can't use it. You could be in the middle of rush hour traffic. They decide it's time. Boom, middle of the freeway. You ain't going anywhere. You can't start that car. You can't get out of the car. It's not yours anymore. That's what this whole thing is about. And there's more that they're working on. It is all control, control, control. The key, digital ID. So this will be a year where the shit hits the fan one way or another. With all the faraway planets, fire and air, there is a synergy that creates both heat and light. That combination opens up insight, inspiration. It could be a year of overload where they just throw so much shit at you, I can't keep up, I quit. Don't do that. Be prepared. They're going to flip the script on you, and they're going to do it fast. So put on your cosmic track shoes. You're going to have to run like hell just to keep up. And here's the deal. You got no choice. You're going to have to run like hell. Let's take a look at the existential point. The point right here is very simple. Take a look on the left side. It's not left and right. It's up versus down. It's the rich versus the poor. 0.5% of the people in the world control 90% of the wealth. They've stolen it from us. The housing bubble, the Silicon Valley crash, recessions, depressions, every time. War. Look what they're doing. The United States is giving billions to Israel, billions to Ukraine. They're getting into more war. They can't wait. Well, they want to give it to the rich. It's a transfer. It's out of your pocket. So if you're still thinking left or right, you're a moron. It's a class war. Those who have and those who don't. And the man who was behind a lot of it on the right side, Rockefeller, he was an asshole. Just an asshole. He funded medical schools, got rid of natural remedies. Doctors don't know anything about health. All they know what to do is shoot you up with one kind of vaccine or another. or make you take drugs. Oh, by the way, 1950, pharmaceuticals become standard. It's because of Rockefeller. So here in 2025, we're the sickest generation in the world. Food has no. You go to the store, 95% of what's on the shelves isn't food. It has no nutrition, has no nothing in it, and in fact, there's poisons. This is what John D. Rockefeller sets up for us. Again, it's not left, right, it's up, down. That's the reason, and you got to get that in your head. If you do that in 2026 alone, maybe it'll be a good enough accomplishment. We go to the picture perfect. Every picture tells a story. On the right side, we got digital ID and some ideas in terms of how to resist it. And on the left side, we have a guy who says, guess what? Wall Street is rigged. Oh, no, you're kidding me. Well, if you look back historically, the banks in the United States and the stock market are one and the same. Stock market's a Ponzi scheme. It's a great way to steal money. It's like betting today is in sports. The reason they allow it is because they're siphoning off more money. Plus, they're also creating more of an emotional connection to the games. It's like Rome. It's like the Colosseum. You know, give them wine and bread and entertainment. You can do anything you want to them. So you get these idiots who go, they say, well, we're going to bet on the game. We're going to do this. We're going to make money, which again is a problem in itself. Anything that is driven by money alone is asinine. You'll figure it out. So they keep you in debt with the betting. They keep you hooked emotionally with the betting and the sports. Nobody gets it. And now we see that the stock market is rigged. Oh, a chance to make money. I could make a killing on the stock market. No. You're going to get a couple of people because they have to have a couple of people do well because that's the tease. But Wall Street, I think, was started in 1797. And I think the first National Bank of the United States was like 1791, 1792. They're connected. It's all a game. It's all a fake. It's all a fraud. And that's 2026 is going to make it real obvious. Also make it real painful for everybody. Tell you what, we said tarot was the destination. How about if we make it our destination right now, huh? Yeah, let's dig into it. Eight of Wands is where we begin. Eight of Wands usually talks about positivity, enthusiasm, and the Wands quick. Eight quick. Something coming to you quick. Well, same thing here. If you are awake, if you're alert, if you're conscious, if you're thinking, there should be a revelation coming up this year that will inspire you. There's going to be some pain with it because the realization is going to be devastating. Just like the stock market is rigged. Everything's rigged, but you're going to really get a sense of the big picture of it. And that is what's going to motivate you, or what can. Eight of Wands says it can motivate you. Again, it's your choice. We go to the Seven of Swords. You see the guy leaving the game. You know, you get these tarot readers who don't know their ass from a hole in the ground, and there's probably no difference between the two. Well, you know, he's cheating, he's leaving, he's stealing stuff. No, he's not. Two swords behind him. Twos are always decisions. He is deciding to take what he knows is true, factual, solid information. Nothing's rigged. This is the honest stuff. He's taking those five swords with him and saying, I'm done playing the game. Done. Not doing it anymore. And the Two of Pentacles, twos again, always decisions. Pentacles are our value system. It's deciding to recalculate your value system. Yeah, play the game. I see now it's rigged. I see how it's rigged. I see I don't stand a chance. I see how I've been a sucker. Unaware. Unaware. You know, if people like to get down on boomers, I am one of those. I was born in 1955. I'm an old fart. But I went through life believing in my government. They wouldn't lie to me. My doctor wouldn't lie to me. My senator, yeah, but not big lies. Found out that's all not true. And in fact, not only will they lie, they're going to hurt me. They're out to hurt me. That's devastating. And that is some of the things that we're going to have to deal with in 2026. We're out of time, but I just want to let you know that this is the cleansing year 2026. Make the most out of it because this is a special opportunity, even though it's a lesson that's going to be painful. We are done with the reading for today. Please like and subscribe. The algorithm stuff is at it. Sites, information just disappear. They don't make a big deal out of it. They don't have to. They have control. 2026, you start to grab back that control. Again, no digital ID. If you don't get it. So between now and the next time you and I do tarot together, peace and blessings.